It was Tillery sparring in the gym with Mike Tyson that injured Tyson's ribs and forced the postponement of that major fight. There's his record, 23-5. He does have knockout power, 15 knockouts. He is a devout Muslim now. He said he's been clean of alcohol and drugs the last 3 years, and he's a new man. He has spent some time in prison as well. And now for our Goosen's Corner on the up-and-coming young heavyweight Riddick Bowe at 27-0.
All right, and to me, Riddick Bowe, probably the #1 hot prospect in the heavyweight division here. He's got to work that jab. He's got a tremendous reach, I think 81-inch reach, and he's got to put that to use. And he's become a more patient fighter. He's got to do that, put patient pressure on Tillery, and then work the body. It's something he didn't do. Of course, he didn't have much time to do it in the last fight, but work the body in this fight. And I know Eddie Futch has worked with him a long time on working that body. He's got to put it to use tonight.
Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go.
And there is Bowe. You see his rankings, #2 WBC, and a little bit lower in the other two classifications. And that was the last fight, so this is a rematch. He was supposed to fight Mike Evans in the first of this new 3-fight deal that Bowe has with TVKO and HBO, but Evans backed out, and therefore the rematch with Tillery.
Well, I think this could be a much more fun fight than the fight with Michael Evans. Tillery's got a little grudge. Bowe has a little grudge going. They've already fought once. It was kind of unfinished business, so this could be more interesting.
What people forget in all the shenanigans is that Bowe did knock down Tillery once during that one round that they fought. And, you know, Tillery has never been knocked out in his career, Joe.
No, but he was on his way to getting knocked out in that fight.
Riddick Bowe, as Cambrell told you, he was helped into his up towards the ring by the older brother of that missing youngster that Cambrell talked about, Mark Heimbaugh. And he's dedicating this fight to finding Mark. And there's the record. It's spotless, 27-0 with 23 knockouts. A smile from Bowe to the crowd. Confident young man, as well he should be tonight.
Got a great right hand. I love this guy's right hand. Riddick Bowe can really turn it over and puts everything into it.
All right, we'll take a look at the tail of the tape for our second bout of the evening. Elijah Tillery is 10 years older, 2 inches smaller, 6 3/4 pounds lighter, and Bowe with that reach advantage, 81 inches to 77.
That's a heavyweight reach.
And the rules for this 10-round fight, 10 rounds or less, 10-point must system. Standing 8 count is in effect, just like the last fight. 3 knockdown rule as well. Cannot be saved by the bell in any round, and the doctor can't stop the fight. So right now, let's go up to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the pre-fight introductions.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Top Rank Incorporated and the King of Beers, Budweiser, we move to the heavyweight division. This bout scheduled for 10 rounds. The officials assigned at ringside by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board. The 3 judges scoring this bout once again will be Frank J. Cairo, James Condon, and Vinny Ranoni. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Joe O'Neill. And now introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks. He weighed in at 223 1/4 pounds from Albany, New York. His professional record, 23 victories with 15 KOs against 5 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Phoenix Steel Tillery. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with white letters. He weighs an even 230 pounds. From Brooklyn, New York, this 1988 Olympic silver medalist has an undefeated record of 27-0, 23 KO victories. Ranked #2 in the world by the WBC. Ladies and gentlemen, Riddick Big Daddy Bowe.
Well, let's see if any kisses are thrown during the fighter instructions this time.
That's what started it last time, Len.
Hopefully Rock Newman has a seatbelt on somewhere.
They've got him chained to the corner post for this fight.
Want a good, clean fight. We got any questions? You're in charge of your corner, you're in charge of yours, right? They come to see you fight, not me referee, right? We understand that? Shake hands. Come on. All right.
That's good to see. None of the shenanigans of last October the 29th. Maybe we'll have a good boxing match here tonight. Tillery told us I have a lot of people to shut up. That's how he phrased it.
Well-spoken kid, real likable. I say kid, but A big one, too.
Both wearing the black trunks, so we'll identify them by shoes. Bowe in the black shoes and Tillery with the white. And you'll see some stitching on Bowe's trunks when he turns around. It says Big Daddy on one side, his nickname. On the right, it says help us find Mark, the youngster we were talking about who's missing from the New Jersey area. Bowe landing with the jab in the opening moments of the fight. And Tillery lands a jab or two as well. Tillery active. Last time we saw Bowe on TVKO was that first round knockout here of local hero Bruce Seldon.
That's right. Of course, the fans here in Atlantic City would love to see a future Riddick Bowe Ray Mercer fight here. Tillery exhibiting quite a quick jab and pretty snappy. Turned a nice left hook right off of it. Let's see if he can take that reputation from being a great gym fighter into this ring and becoming a great fighter tonight.
So far, it's a slow walk as they mosey about the center of the ring.
And this is the patient pressure I was talking about for Riddick Bowe. He's not rushing. He's taking his time. He's landed quite a few good jabs right up the nose of Tillery. He's going to try to walk him down.
No real big punches thrown and landed. A lot of jabs from both sides. Tillery's corner beseeching him to stay away from the ropes inside of a minute to go in the first round. Trying to load up with the right hand and miss there. Tillery back with a good body shot with the left, misses with the right.
Boy, he put in a good jab and two good hooks, one to the body, and he's looking sharp.
He looks confident, doesn't he?
Exactly, much sharper than he did in that first time around in Washington.
Remember, Bowe put him on his back during the first round of that first encounter, but not here in the first round tonight in the rematch. A very different event. Several weeks apart. Tillery lands another jab. I start to wonder if the judges gave that first round to Tillery.
I would. He won that first round, no doubt about it. I wonder if I'm going to have to eat my words. Well, that would Tillery having a shot here.
That would be a first.
Very good round for you, man. Okay. I'm gonna whoop him. Okay, you keep on doing what you're doing, and you will whip him. Okay. Keep on moving and boxing, just stepping around. You don't have to do a lot of dancing. Okay, man. Just keep on moving on him. Walk on him. Okay.
Fast jab. Keep jabbing his face.
Okay?
Keep jabbing his face.
You see that right hand opportunity? Go.
What you're doing, you're stepping to the left when you be stepping to the right. Understand that? Right. Jab, jab. Once you get that hook and crossed off, once you work the body once in a while.
All right.
Okay.
The great Eddie Futch, 80 years young.
Imploring Bowe to really go to that body because he did miss a couple of wild right hands over the head of Tillery, and that's where you got to go early, that body.
Second shot.
I love the quote of the night so far after the first round. Elijah Tillery said, I'm going to whoop him. I'm going to whoop him.
Boy, he might whoop me if he sees that pre-fight Goosen's corner. Did I say I'd walk back to California if Tillery won this fight tonight?
You told us that coming over this evening.
Can I hitchhike?
You can start walking out if you wish.
Yeah, I'm going to stick to my guns. I think Bowe's going to come on and win this fight.
I like Tillery's sharp jabs, strong right hands he's thrown. Bowe really showing patience.
See, this is where Bowe's got to let him go to the body. He's head hunting. Tillery's sharp right now. He's got all his senses. He's going to be able to protect his head well. That's why you've got to go to the body, hit the arms, anything, but hit something.
Bowe with a crisp jab. Bowe stalking Tillery here. Riddick Bowe on the right, Elijah Tillery on the left. And now Bowe comes on with a combination midway through the second round. Ooh, good right hand from Bowe.
Well, that punch actually landed right on the chest of Tillery, but it landed somewhere. Actually, Tillery deflected it right into his chest. Better on his chest, I guess, than on his chin.
Obviously, a better round for Bowe than the first one was inside of a minute to go in the second. Joe O'Neill separates the boxers. Bowe taking control here in the second round. I'm interested to hear what Tillery tells his corner after this round.
Well, you know, he's sticking to his game plan here, and that's to move and box a little bit. He's not as active as he was in the first round. Now he's going to have to try to do some more counter punching here to really start winning these next few rounds. Looked like Tillery wanted to start something in that corner after the bell right there, and Bowe turned his back and walked away.
At the end of that back farther. Right in it. Okay. All right. Use the double jab board and a little more pressure. See, you're laying back a little too long and a little too far. Double that jab and come in with the hook cross.
Here we go. Look at this. 88 punches thrown by Bowe, 63 by Tillery through round two. 43% connect by Bowe compared to 27.
You gotta give him something to worry about if you're gonna slow down, okay? You hear me? And you can still work that jab even though you slow down. You can stand still.
Well, Bowe did most of that scoring in that second round.
Absolutely. And Tillery's corner talking about slowing down there in that second round. Do something when you slow down. You just don't slow down and stop.
Well, maybe that's why they consider him a front runner of sorts and a gym. He came out, you know, both barrels blasting that first round, and he was pretty dormant in the second. Bowe listening to Eddie Futch. He told him to throw the double jab, and he's done it twice so far.
And Tillery snaps a jab in return. Tillery's got a good jab, Joe.
He's got a beautiful jab.
Ooh, good right hand from Tillery.
Boy, they both traded left hooks. Oh!
Strong right hand from Bowe. And Tillery goes to the body with a left. Misses wildly with the right. Good action here in the third round. Bowe really crunched the right hand in there, Joe.
Certainly did. Of course, Tillery grabbing on here a little bit, you know, gasping for air, which he shouldn't be doing after just, you know, 2.5 rounds.
Now he's got Tillery up against the ropes, and Tillery hanging on.
Well, Tillery snuck in a good little right hand at the beginning of that flurry, and it looks like he's got a lot of power. Of course, he's got a lot of knockouts. He's got 15 knockouts in 28 fights.
I think Bowe has Tillery on the run here.
Well, like I said, he looks a little fatigued already just after 3 rounds, and those body shots aren't going to help him out at all.
Little uppercut right there, and they're in close from Bowe.
Oh, Lordy.
Bowe with the left, hitting with the right.
Well, actually, you've got Tillery holding on to his left hand, and then Bowe just working the free hand, the right hand to the head, to the ear, wherever, which is legal. If somebody's going to hold on to you, you can work that other hand.
Bowe comes in with another combination.
Bowe's smothering himself a little bit too much. When he's got Tillery on the ropes, he should keep his distance a little bit and get his shots off. He's kind of running in with his combinations and putting his chest against them.
Tillery just putting his hands down.
Well, Bowe urging him, come on, let's fight.
Bowe going after him here. Inside of 30 seconds remaining in the third round. Tillery had a good first round. It's been Bowe since then. Another left hand from Riddick Bowe.
Ooh.
Good exchange.
Bowe's got to be careful because Tillery's a very sneaky, powerful puncher. He came out of that. Bowe was labeling with punches, and he came out of that clinch with a big left hook. Nearly caught Bowe with it.
And Tillery stares Bowe down again after the third round ends. But Bowe's round, I'm sure.
Well, I'd say from the last couple rounds have been Bowe. The first one to Tillery, and that's been it.
Breathe. Relax, breathe. And too short. Now you gotta use the jab more. Use that jab more. You're not using it enough.
How we doing, Bowe?
Oh, pretty good.
All right.
Now use that jab more and right behind the jab.
Good, sir.
You're waiting too long when you get him along the ropes. I want you to start waiting.
How we doing?
It's enough. Okay. It's enough. All right. Your son's looking at you, your wife, everybody.
Punch a little bit more. This one, huh?
Okay?
Next one on your message behind.
Go with right hand. Strong right hand. All right?
Yeah.
Let's work. You just did it. Right uppercut, left hook, and step in again.
Don't have to be so big with the right hand, bro. Don't have to be
That
too
was
big with the
Vladimir
right hand.
Kuznitsky in Tillery's corner.
Get it up.
Fourth round.
Fourth round. Boy, Tillery was really laboring with his breathing after that third, Joe.
Yeah, he looks winded. You know, sometimes it takes a few rounds for a fighter to get his second win too, and to really get into a groove of a fight if they last that long. In Tillery's case here, and he's making a good account of himself right here in this fight. You know, even though he's not being real busy, he's really shown me a lot more than I expected to see from him.
About one statistic jumps out at you. He's never been knocked out.
Never.
Bowe with the right hand. And then Bowe goes after him. Started with a starching right hand from Riddick Bowe.
Here's where Bowe's got to really pick his shots, but if he keeps this up, they'll stop him. Oh, what an uppercut. That's it. He turned his back.
He's hurt.
Fight's
That's
over.
it.
1, 2.
Wow. Oh, it's a
Well, I'll tell you what, he turned his back. He wanted to quit there. His nose is broken. It's bleeding terribly.
8. I feel.
Not too good.
That it, babe?
That's it. That's it. Joe O'Neill
That's
asked
it.
him, is that it, babe? And
Yeah.
Tillery said yes. That's why he turned his back. He had enough. That right hand crushed him.
Absolutely. The blood streaming from his nose. That all started with a powerful right hand from undefeated Riddick Bowe.
Boy, I'll tell you, has this kid really come a long way since the Olympics. I'll tell you, I think at this point he's ready for just about anybody in this heavyweight division, Len. He is impressive. What a strong right hand. Whew. There we go. Here's Bowe. Bingo! Just dropping his head and sticking that right hand right over the top.
That was
of course, Tillery standing up straight on the ropes. And he's you might as well just say he's through right here, but he's going to land an uppercut in here in about a second. That really does a lot of damage, and that's not it, of course. But here it comes. It's got to be coming up sooner or later here. He threw a lot of unanswered punches. Well, he's hit him with everything else but the uppercut. I think it is right here.
There it
Bingo.
is. That was it.
Well, that
That's
really,
where he turned his head.
that put the icing on the cake.
And here's the sharp vision overhead replay of the right hand. And then Bowe will go to work on Elijah Tillery. I think his nose was hurt from the right hand initially, but the uppercut certainly ended it for sure. But you could tell he was dazed here, just covering up throughout, not responding at all. Certainly couldn't have blamed Joe O'Neill. When he stepped in, I thought he was going to end it right then and there, but no, he started counting Tillery. And I'm glad Tillery said, no, I can't continue. 99 out of 100 times, boxers will say, yeah, I'm fine. Turns his back there and says, no mas. So Elijah Tillery loses his 6th fight. But obviously, this was a much different affair and a much better fight from that wrestling fiasco back in Washington, D.C. in October. All right, let's go to Michael Buffer in the ring for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Joe O'Neill, after administering a standing 8 count, rules that Elijah Tillery can no longer continue. The official time, 1 minute, 14 seconds of the 4th round. The winner by technical knockout from Brooklyn, New York, Riddick Big Daddy Bowe.
So Bowe doing a lot more to advance his own cause than he did with the winner.
All right, here I am with Riddick Bowe. Great. What were you thinking in that first round, though? When Tillery came out, he was looking pretty sharp. He impressed me in that first round.
Well, you know, we anticipated that he would run for quite some time. And as I went back to the corner at the end of the 3rd round, Eddie Futch told me to relax and put my punches together and don't stop punching until he tied my hands up. So again, you know, I owe a lot to Eddie Futch. He can see things that I can't.
Right, he told you to start with that double jab, and that's really what set the man up for the right hand. Tell me about the right hand there. How'd you see it coming?
Well, that right hand, I realized Elijah was starting his jab, and I followed his jab back with the right hand, hit him right on the chin and shook him up. Then I heard somebody say, go right underneath, and that bust his nose, and he was basically finished at that point.
Right. Now, Riddick, let me say this. This was a dynamite performance by you. You did to Tillery what you were supposed to do him. What's next?
What I started in the Washington.
Right, exactly. You got to go upward and onward from here. What's next?
Well, I would love to fight Big George. I heard he mentioned my name not too long ago. Big George, Lennox Lewis, Ray Mercer. I want to fight the best to prove that I'm the best. Again, Mike Tyson, I hope everything goes well for him. I would like to fight him also. Evander Holyfield. Y'all big boys, look out.
Now, Lennox Lewis, you mentioned that name today earlier. You told me in the room that you'd fight Lennox Lewis for free. Is that deal still on?
Yeah, that deal is still on. I owe Lennox one, and I'm not going to be happy until I beat him. I think, other than winning the heavyweight championship of the world, that's the only thing I want more. Lennox Lewis, let's get it on, baby. You and me.
All right, Riddick. Great performance. We're going to see you again, I'm sure. Good fight, and good luck to you.
Thanks a lot, guy.
All right, Eddie.